After a Jacksonville artery closed indefinitely, a massive ship slamming into the side of the Matthews Bridge and rendering it unusable.
Wow. Did that big old boat not see that bridge?
And we have team coverage for you this morning, including my co-anchor, Lindsay Gardner. She's out there checking out things on the scene this morning. Good morning to you, Lindsay.
Good morning, Mike. Yes, we're getting a look at how the bridge detours are going this morning. We're also checking in with neighbors living nearby to get their reaction for what this means in the days, weeks, and months to come. And as well, speaking of what's to come, the Jags game on Sunday, we're checking in to find out how this is going to impact the traffic in that situation. Good morning to everyone at home. This is Action News this morning at 8:30. I'm Lindsay Gardner.
I love the vest. Thank you, Lindsay. And I'm Mike Bars. Let's get right to our Derek Odom with a look at some alternate routes around the bridge closer. Why don't you have a vest on?
I need a vest.
Go
I like
team.
that look.
Come on.
Exactly. I need to match up with Lindsay there out in the traffic. Of course, you know the bridge is closed and the alternate routes are getting crowded right now. Atlantic Boulevard crawling along at 20 miles per hour, and we just heard of a crash just west of Southside Boulevard at Century 21 with the westbound lanes blocked. That's going to add to that big delay already with people heading that direction toward the Heart system. So watch out for added delays there. We'll get some more details on from FHP in just a little bit. They're also working a crash on 295 northbound on the East Beltway here at Bay Meadows Road. And over on the west side, just west of 295, a crash on 103rd with road blockage as well. So watch out for heavy delays there. Of course, all the focus is downtown around the Matthews Bridge. Just allow that extra time as you make your way out the door this morning. That's the very latest from the Safe Touch Security First Alert Traffic Center. Now with a look at that all-important weekend forecast, it's meteorologist Tom Johnston.
Every time we say heart system, I think of like the anatomy. Right now, it is sunny. It's breezy overlooking the St. Johns River. The Acosta Bridge is fine and moving along traffic-wise. The Fuller Warren seems to be moving there. A little bit of my own little traffic report by looking visually through our Skycam network there. 66 degrees, 65 degrees this morning was the low. Coolest in Jacksonville, at least at JIA. Since May 29th, it's been all summer long and most of this month, but finally got our way down to 65 degrees. Now, the winds will stay with us through the weekend, although start to ease up as we round out the weekend. So today and tomorrow, windy, 60s to start, pleasant, very nice, feeling like fall finally with a high of 82. And here's how it breaks down hour by hour for your Friday. It's 8:32. We'll send it back to Mike.
All right, the waterways are back open this morning under the bridge. Engineers reviewing the damage of the Matthews Bridge after that ship rammed into the side of it yesterday. The Matthews Bridge is closed indefinitely. Now, the collision between a ship and a bridge happened just after 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon. Really was more the ship that was colliding with the bridge. The roadway and the water underneath was immediately shut down, but since reopened. Action News was high above the bridge following the braking situation as it unfolded yesterday afternoon. We saw a serious impact on the evening commute. Of course, a lot of folks not aware at the time, and now preparing for what's happening this morning. Action News anchor Lindsay Gardner leads off our team coverage, and you're there in Arlington this morning. What have you seen out there? I know you witnessed one bumper-to-bumper collision, but other than that, have you noticed any major impact on the road?
Well, I've seen almost 3 other collisions here this morning. One problem out here seems to be rubbernecking, people stopping to take a look at this road closure. It's a sight they're not used to seeing out here, quite frankly, Mike. Something else we're not used to seeing, that huge gouge right there in the center of the Matthews Bridge. It's quite unbelievable. There's a lot of questions remaining, like how in the world did this happen? Who failed to do their job and who is going to pay for it? As these questions remain, one thing that seems to be going right when so many other things went wrong yesterday are the commuters this morning. They're really taking a listen to Derek and JSO, listening ahead. They planned their commutes out, it seems, so far this morning, at least here in Arlington, where we expected a huge tie-up. Instead, we're seeing some tie-ups, but really traffic is still moving along. So that's the good news from here on the ground in Arlington along University Boulevard. I'm going to bring in our Brian Baker. Brian, certainly a lot of folks here in Arlington were really concerned when they heard about the ship hitting the bridge yesterday.
We've had so many people even this morning in the several hours we've been here come up and talk to us about what they're going to do, how they have to use the detour to get around to begin their day a little bit quicker. University Boulevard even is a major artery to get to the Matthews Bridge, and so it's been an issue. The bridge affects not just people here in Arlington, but anyone coming through the area at the beaches, anything north of Beach Boulevard, Mayport. So this is a big deal for people, and they're very upset about it. This is the way the Matthews Bridge will look indefinitely. That's not good news for these two women who use it on a regular basis.
We come here maybe 3-4 times a week.
They already noticed the huge backup all over the area Thursday, just a couple hours after a Navy ship hit the bridge.
I came up University and it took me an hour, so it's bad.
And right now, no signs of getting any better. The bridge is the gateway into downtown from Arlington. But the road closed signs are out 2 miles before the bridge, telling drivers to take another route.
You just gotta make another route.
But so are the thousands of others who call Arlington home or need to come and go to work. These two are just worried about how long they'll have to be dealing with this traffic nightmare.
It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. I think it's gonna cause a lot of problems for a lot of people.
Obviously frustration there, and something else to keep an eye on. What's the domino effect of this? How do the alternate routes, the other bridges, the Hart, for example, how is it impacted? How does that slow down commute times, Lindsay?
That's something we'll certainly be watching in the days ahead. Something else we're watching, the Jags game on Sunday. The Matthews Bridge, a huge artery to get fans both in and out of downtown and to Everbank Field. We're going to check in now with our Deanna Betneshi, who's been following the meeting of the minds that's going to go on today to come up with an alternate game plan. Deanna.
Lindsay, well, I'm right across the street from Everbank Field, and let me tell you, right now, the traffic situation hasn't been too bad. The cars have been flowing through, but many people are actually worried about this weekend when there's the Jags game and how bad traffic will actually get.
There's a reason you never see those construction crews working on the bridge during game days. That's because it's an important part of getting fans in and out every Sunday home game. Traffic is a problem for game days, even when the Matthews Bridge is open. That's just one of those things it's tough to avoid for any big-time sports complex. Now the Jags and JSO are putting their collective heads together. They're trying to come up with an adjusted plan for this Sunday's game. They'll announce the changes this morning at 11:30. No matter what they decide, a good plan is to start tailgating a little earlier and beat the rush.
We'll reach out to everyone to let you know what the weekend schedule is going to be. More than just a Jaguar game, there's walks downtown, there's other things that's going on that we want to get that word out to the public as well. So Matthews is a very popular bridge.
Obviously, the immediate concern for sports fans is Sunday's game against the Colts. But keep in mind, we're just a month and a half away from Florida, Georgia. An even larger crowd trying to get to Everbank on game day.
Now, JSO says that they're going to be posting updates on their social media pages to let out-of-towners who are coming to the game know about the traffic situation. Lindsay?
Thank you, Deanna. So it's a wait-and-see pattern not only for Jags fans, but really for everyone across Jacksonville. We know the inspection of the bridge is going to take several days. That is going to have to be completed first before we even get a game plan together as to how to fix the Matthews Bridge. You can actually hear behind me, up here, actually above me, a JSO chopper flying overhead, getting another update as to how this situation is looking from the air. Reporting live in Arlington this morning, I'm Lindsay Gardner. Back to you, Mike.
All right, Lindsay, thank you.